I'm Jay Taylor. I'm the editor of Jay Taylor's Gold Energy and Tech Stocks newsletter. I'm also the host of a radio show called Turning Hard Times into Good Times. I'm here at the Metals Investor Forum in Vancouver. It is November 10th, 2018, and I'm really pleased to be with Blaine Monaghan. He is the CEO of Fremont Gold. Thanks for joining me.
Jay, thanks very much for having me. I'm very pleased to be here, and I thank you for your support and recognizing the potential of the company.
Yeah, it's really a great story, I think, and a new one, a relatively new one, and I just picked it up for my own newsletter recently. So what attracted me was your presence along those prolific belts, those prolific trends in Nevada, and primarily you have a number of different projects there.
Yeah.
But your flagship project, talk to us about that, the one you're spending most of your time on now in energy.
Yeah, so going back to some of your earlier comments, Fremont is a new company. It only listed in 2017, and it was created with a focus of gold in Nevada. So we are a Nevada gold-focused exploration company. Since we listed in 2017, we've acquired 6 gold projects in Nevada. It's a good property portfolio mix in the sense that we have both brownfield projects, so some past producers, plus some earlier stage greenfield projects that have great opportunity for new discovery. So the 2 flagships, the past producers, are Gold Bar and Gold Canyon. They are located in the Gold Bar mining complex. So the Gold Bar mining complex produced gold from 1986 to 1984. It was comprised of the Gold Bar mine, which we control, and 5 satellite pits. So we control the Gold Bar mine and the Gold Canyon pit, and today McEwen is developing 4 of the other satellite pits. So we control some very key claims in the Gold Bar mining complex, and I'm certain at some point in time this is going to be very much of interest to McEwen as we continue to develop them, continue to test for new extensions, and not only long strike but to depth.
Can you talk about what you know at this stage of the Gold Bar and your flagship?
Yeah. So there are 2 different things we're trying to accomplish at Gold Bar and Gold Canyon. So Gold Bar, which produced approximately 300,000 ounces gold, there's a offset extension to that deposit to the north called the Mill Site deposit, which hosts approximately 150,000 ounces gold. We believe, and we had a theory, that there is an extension of the Gold Bar mine to the southeast. And our VP Exploration, Clay Newton, he's a structural geologist, and he hypothesized that there is an extension to the Gold Bar mine to the southeast. So we developed a soil sampling program based on that thesis, and we have identified a great gold geochem anomaly in an area that we thought it should be that was not previously tested by past operators. So that's a priority target for us. We'll be looking to drill there in Q1. Simultaneously, we'll be looking to test for additional mineralized horizons at Gold Canyon. So past operators at Gold Canyon mine the upper horizon, the near surface horizon. We know that there are other mineralized horizons below that, and we'll be looking to try to identify its potential.
And so you'll be doing some drilling. I think we're expecting some drilling in the first quarter of this year. News flow maybe from that?
Yeah, we're going to be very busy. There'll be lots of news. So in addition to the start of drilling in January, we're permitting Gold Bar and Gold Canyon right now. We actually still have some soil samples in the lab from Gold Canyon, and I'm certain they'll identify some additional drill targets, but we just won't be able to get to them in this drill program. And then, of course, we'd be looking to start drilling in Q1 once the permitting is done, both at Gold Bar and Gold Canyon. So you could see some news towards the end of the end of March. And then we'd be looking to get to North Carlin in Q2, which is not a past producer, but I think has fantastic potential for new discovery, and I really want to test it. I'm very excited about it.
Do you have drill targets there yet, or are you still doing preliminary surface work?
We do. So, we are a new company. We did just list in 2017, and in that time we acquired this portfolio of projects. So we did some work at both Gold Bar and Gold Canyon last year, and we carried out some earlier exploration at the North Carlin. So we have some mag highs, we have some coincident gold and mercury geochem in the right structural location. So my analogy for North Carlin as far as potential returns for shareholders, when you have a new discovery in the Carlin trend, it can return life-changing returns. And my example for that is Gold Standard. In 2012, they were a company just like Fremont,
Sure.
a small little junior exploring at the southern end of the Carlin Trend, and came up with a brand new discovery, and today they're a half $500 million
Yes.
market cap company. So that's the kind of potential that early stage new discoveries can return. So it's great to have Gold Bar and Gold Canyon, but I'm also really excited to test North Carlin.
I think it's a positive, at least in my thinking, that McEwen is there with a mine ready to go into production, and you're surrounding it. Certainly, if you can develop something that's large enough on your own, that would be great to go it alone. But if not, there's always that. I think that makes it a lot less risky as well. You can probably, I think your goal is to expand the existing resource, historical resource, I believe. What are your thoughts about that? I mean, it's...
I think it makes a lot of sense. I mean, when you look at the Gold Bar mining district, it was the Gold Bar mine plus those five satellite pits. And today McEwen is developing 4 of them. It makes absolute sense that the 5th pit, which we own, will be a part of McEwen's operations at some point in time. It's just a matter of whether that's going to be at a project level or a corporate level. And I think that'll be determined by the success we have at Gold Bar. If we're able to find a new extension to the Gold Bar mine, I think we would most likely be an M&A candidate.
Sure. Now you have a number of other projects too, prospects, I guess you could call them, along the prolific belts, trends of Nevada. What are your thoughts about those? Are you going to do any work? Are you going to look for joint venture partners that might spend money? Or would that depend somewhat on the markets and whether you can raise money efficiently, or what is your thinking with regard to your whole portfolio? Because there's a lot of great prospects there.
Well, we have 6 gold projects, and as I mentioned, we focused on drilling Gold Bar and Gold Canyon in Q1. North Carlin, as far as an earlier exploration project, is a focus for us. We would look to drill that in Q2. We just won't be able to drill it in Q1 because there'll be snow on the ground and access will be difficult. So that is most certainly another part of the puzzle when it comes to looking at or creating value. The other projects, they probably rank lower on the priority list, and depending on what success we may or may not have at Gold Bar, Gold Canyon, or North Carlin, will determine whether we drill those projects ourselves or look for other partners to earn in. But it's also important to point out that at the same time we're doing that, we continue to evaluate other potential acquisitions. I mean, just because we have some great properties now doesn't mean there's not other great properties out there that could be even better. So you always have to be open to other opportunities.
It's certainly an advantage, the bottom of a market, which I think we are at right now. Other opportunities are out there. How well funded are you to carry out your plans going into 2019?
Yeah, right now we're sitting at about $500,000. To conduct the exploration required, we will have to do a raise. I would expect to see some news on that shortly, but in communicating the plans we have to market participants over this past month, going out there and being in Toronto and New York and San Diego and LA and San Antonio and New Orleans, and Dennis is in Europe right now. People are aware of our plans and they're very excited by it, and I'm not anticipating any problems in filling those orders required for us to do our work.
Wonderful. Well, so we'll keep our eyes on drill results towards the end of the first quarter, hopefully, or early second. And then we'll look forward to drill plans up north on the Carlin Trend.
Yeah, exciting.
So it's really an exciting... Anything else you'd like to add before we conclude our discussion today?
No, Jay, I think we've covered a lot of the good topics. I'm just very pleased that you've picked up coverage and we're able to extend an invitation for us to attend MIF. It's a great show. We're very happy to be here and talking to all these great investors, and we're just looking forward to unlocking and creating shareholder value. So I hope everybody will follow Fremont. We've got an exciting few quarters ahead of us, and thank you.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to that too as a shareholder. So
great.
Thank you so much
Thank you, Jay.
for your time.
Thank you.